I am an aspiring fantasy author and I have just over a month until I start my PGDE. And so I decided this would be a good way to use my time. I am currently living in Edinburgh, in Scotland, which is where I'm from, despite the accent, which I know is probably confusing. I have just walked up from Leith via Toppings, the bookshop, and I am now sitting in St Andrew's Square under some trees, probably getting my lovely white skirt. I'm really hoping the noise cancelling on this microphone is good. Anyway, I'm sitting in St Andrew's Square Gardens. I've just walked through St James Centre, the St James Quarter, which is insane at the moment because Sephora opened yesterday. And I knew that, didn't quite realise how busy that would make it. But St Andrew's Square is relatively quiet. So we're sitting here getting my lovely white skirt, dirty probably, and we're going to walk along George Street because I think that'll be quieter than Princes Street to the Waterstones at the West End. And we'll go from there, I think. We're doing a wee bookshop crawl, I guess. Yeah, that's about it. I hope you enjoy. We are once again in St Andrew's Square because I felt comfortable recording here. Um, it's not the same time it was. We're in a slightly different location in the square, and I'm a lot sweatier. We have walked the entire length, pretty much, of George Street, and then we went down to Waterstones, except we had to take an alternate route because there was a fire on Princes Street last night that seems to still be having water dumped on it. And there's also police about, so they've roped off the way down to Princes Street from the top of Frederick Street and then about halfway down the next one over. So you have to walk all the way around to Charlotte Square and back to get to Waterstones. None of this means anything to anyone who doesn't live in Edinburgh. I want to talk about living in Edinburgh for a second. I'm not stepping foot in the old town. I don't have it in me. I love Old Town. Um, I won't be going to Old Town until August, and that will be against my will. So the thing about Edinburgh, if you are unaware, is the population of Edinburgh pretty much doubles. I think in at least it feels like it in summer, let alone in August, because in Edinburgh we have the International Fringe Festival and the Edinburgh International Book Festival. And the Fringe is the entirety of August, and Book Festival is the last 2 weeks of August. I love Book Festival with all my heart. It's the biggest book festival, one of the oldest book festivals in the world. One of my only goals as a writer is to one day speak, one day have an event about me at the Edinburgh Book Festival. That's all I want. And Fringe also happens. I love Fringe. I miss Fringe. I miss what Fringe was when I was younger. It's a lot more expensive now. Similarly, Book Festival is a lot more expensive now, which is why I miss working there because I used to get to go to events for free. But anyway, Fringe Festival is hell when you live in Edinburgh because Edinburgh's already hell because there's so many tourists. But the Fringe Festival is my personal hell because it's so busy. And for some reason, as soon as people step off the train, the tram, or the plane in Edinburgh, they forget how to walk. Like, straight up, why are you all walking so slowly and taking up the entire pavement? Why are you 2x2 on the escalators? I bet that was not nice for sound. Editing me will find out. Why? Why are we doing this? And it just frustrates me because I'm a fast walker. And it's already starting. It's already starting. You know how I was like, I'm going to go via George Street because it'll be slightly less crowded? Wrong. Everyone's going via George Street. Also, as I found out, half of Prince's Street is closed because of the fire. But anyway, this has been a nice little rest in St Andrew's Square, and I will be going home. I will be going home via Boots so that I can buy sun cream. So I'll, I'll see you on the other side of the war. Testing, testing. Let me wait. We're back, and I'm damp. It's uncomfortable. I think I might do washing tonight when I was planning to do washing tomorrow. Um, Wait, I have an idea. Impromptu mic stand. That's really bad for the video angle on my Nalgene. I wonder if this works, or is that too far away? It was. It was too far away. This is how we live, I guess. We have one hand when we're doing stuff like this, which is fine. It's fine. So we are going to cap off the day. It is 4:45, which is a fine time, a good time, even. Drop your favorite times in the comment section below if you've made it this far. Hot take, if you have one, about good times. Are you a morning person or a nighttime person? Are you a daytime person? When are you most productive? I don't know, because I can be incredibly productive at night, but I feel so much better about my life and everything in general. I'm I am so productive at night, but I have to go to sleep early. I am an early bedtime person, and I am an early morning person. And so I wish I was more productive in the morning, but I like being an early morning person because then I get a slow morning, which is nice. I am not looking at the camera, I am looking at myself, and that is an issue. I should turn the camera around, and so it's not front camera. Um, but this is who I am. Anyway, it is 4:45. So we are going to try and get some more words in. And then for dinner tonight, we are having kimchi jjigae. I say we, me. I'm having kimchi jjigae because I needed it. I need, I first of all, I need to make it because I've had kimchi in my fridge for like 2 weeks now, which I know it's not long for kimchi, but it's taking up space. And I've also had tofu in my fridge for that long as well, which is fine because it's fine. Don't judge me. Um, but I need to use some stuff up. So we're gonna have some kimchi jjigae. We're gonna I use mang cheese recipe, so we're doing that, and we'll make some rice in the rice cooker, and it'll be wonderful and splendid, and it'll be fine. It's not too hot for jjigae. Yes, that is the plan. And then we might try and write after dinner, or we'll watch Love Island. I'm in and out of this season of Love Island. If you're in the UK Love Island, the original, the correct one. I'm in and out of this season of Love Island. It's losing me. Jasmine, I was rooting for you, and Lorenzo. I can't believe you went back to Kevin. I hate what they've done to Casa more. This is Liam's fault. Trust and believe I know whose fault this is, and it's Liam and Millie's fault. Did I tell you your season wrong? No, it's the one with fucking Toby and Chloe. And not for me, for you. Yes. Good season. That was a good season. I enjoyed that season. And Machine J. Oh my god. Yes. Maybe that was the last good season. No, last year was hard to watch. But anyway, you're losing me. You're losing me. Stop. You're losing me. Anyway, so I might watch Love Island tonight. I probably won't. I've been watching a lot of Crusader Kings 3, Game of Thrones. On, stop. Played a little bit. We need to get on task. I just hit some mints. We need to get on task. We are going to try and write. We're going to set a timer. We're going to do a 20-minute sprint. Okay? And there will be no microphone because my phone needs to charge. But we're going to do a 20-minute sprint and see how much we do. Is this going to go well? No, I can tell you that now. I'm going to get distracted. I'm going to get bored. Except I shouldn't, because it's a scene I've been wanting to write. And maybe after that, I will tell you about it. Perhaps. Hello. Welcome to my kitchen. We're going to make kimchi jjigae. I am absolutely exhausted. I know everyone hates it when British people complain about the heat. And it's not even that hot. But just being out and about all day in that sun, I got back. I did my sprint, did pretty well on my sprint. Um, and then my energy just crashed and I have napped. I don't like to nap. I especially don't like to nap after 6 o'clock, but I did. And I'm so tired. But I'm making kimchi jjigae anyway because I promised I would. So here we are in my kitchen. We're going to make kimchi jjigae. Step one, find your rice cooker. I'm not going to take you along the whole time with me while I'm making the kimchi jjigae. Um, yeah. Sorry, I'm cutting myself out of the picture. Okay, now we are going to make kimchi jjigae. As I said earlier, we're just going to use monk cheese recipe. I don't do anything special because I'm me and I'm lazy and I'm white. Don't expect great things from me. Okay, we have had dinner. We managed to get in a little writing sprint while we were cooking dinner, just 10 minutes while the stew stewed, the jjigae jjigaed. I'm sorry, Koreans. And we have just finished watching some dog adoption videos and crying about it. I get very emotional about animals. This is a thing. Anyway, today we have done a writing session in the morning, a sprint when we got back from the bookshops, and that little sprint I just mentioned while we were cooking dinner. And that has gotten us to a total of 847 words today, which is insane for me. I know some people are like, yeah, I write 5,000 words a day. I write 10,000 words a day. Not me. Not me. I'm slow. I'm unmotivated. I'm attention deficit. So this is really good for me and I feel really good, and I feel like with one or two more sprints or just like one session, we could definitely for sure hit 1,000 words and maybe even finish chapter 3, which would be really cool. Would be really cool, and then would diminish all motivation because I'm like, what's chapter 4? I'm struggling with chapter 4, or like the beginning of chapter 4. I know what needs to happen. I'm just not sure how I'm going to get it there, if you know what I mean. But we're going to do it and we're going to get there. Okay? Stunning stuff. So I will start writing, perhaps. 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 For sure. For sure. I'm going to start writing. That is, as they say, all they wrote. My 20-minute timer going off made me jump out of my skin. I am so easily frightened. But anyway, we have officially, I checked in with you. Oh, I showed you when I passed 1,000 the first time I checked, 1,074. We wrote for 20 minutes. We are now at 1,338 words for today, and we have finished chapter 3. What a day! What a day! And that sends us directly into our, if everything goes to plan, which it should because I am in control of the situation, sends us directly into our inciting incident, or like our catalyst. Like the main conflict of the book is going to sort of rear its head when chapter 4 happens, which is stunning, beautiful, stunning, makes me feel like I actually did something with my time today, which is wonderful. So that feels good. I feel good. I'm very happy with what I've done today. And it kind of shows that if I knuckle down and do it, it can be done. And let that be advice to us all. I think that's it for me for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, it would be wonderful if you would like, comment, maybe even subscribe if you want to see more, hear more. I've got a couple things planned. Um, if you're interested in seeing more of me, seeing more of Edinburgh/Scotland, and hearing more about my potential projects, if you want. Only if you want. No pressure. And I will see you next time. See you on the other side of the war. See you on the other side of the war. British